Have you ever wondered what it's like to live in ultimate luxury? Would you cut off your finger and get a tattoo on your, sensitive parts for it? Yakuza members seem to think so, and they have a very particular way of doing things, especially when it comes to spending money. So, let's take a peek behind the veil of the Japanese mafia and see how the Yakuza spend their billions. Who are the Yakuza? The Yakuza, Japan's infamous organized crime syndicates, are as fascinating as they are fearsome. With a history and cultural significance worthy of a Hollywood blockbuster, their beginnings are as humble as they are intriguing. Their name, Yakuza, derives from a losing hand in a traditional Japanese card game called Oicho Kabu. If you draw an 8, a 9 and a 3, you end up with a score of 0, making it the worst possible hand. Essentially, the Yakuza started off as the losers of society. Origins and evolution. Early Yakuza members belonged to the Burakumin, Japan's lowest social caste. They were societal outcasts relegated to jobs involving death, like butchery and execution, which were considered impure in Buddhist and Shinto traditions. When life gave them lemons, they didn't just make lemonade. They opened gambling dens and started peddling stolen goods. You could say they found a way to shuffle their bad hand into a royal flush. This is how the first Yakuza managed to gain some power. Hierarchy and structure. One might wonder how an organization prone to bending the rules managed to create one of the strictest hierarchical crime structures in the world. These misfits are more organized than your grandma's knitting club. At the top, there's the big boss, or the Oyabun, who represents patriarchal values and demands loyalty, respect, and absolute obedience, along with command over the remote control. Below him are the Kobun, the Oyabun's proverbial sons. They strictly follow the Oyabun's orders and operate under the Yakuza's family protection. Major families, the Yamaguchi-gumi. The Yakuza consists of several families, and one of them is like the Kardashians, loved and hated, yet powerful and wealthy. The Yamaguchi-gumi is the most powerful family in the syndicate. Founded in 1915 by Harukichi Yamaguchi in Kobe, a bustling port city, it expanded its operations and influence over time. Under the leadership of Kazuo Tauka, known as the Godfather of Godfathers, the Yamaguchi-gumi diversified its activities to include gambling, extortion, drug trafficking, and real estate. By the 1960s, they had become the largest Yakuza syndicate, a position they maintain to this day. Rituals and tattoos. Becoming a Yakuza member isn't as simple as signing a contract. It involves rituals more dramatic than any fraternity initiation. The Sakazuki ceremony involves drinking sake from the same cup as the Oyabun, symbolizing a bond stronger than blood. Insulting the Oyabun is considered a capital crime, but instead of death, you might lose part of your finger. This pinky shortening ritual, called Yubitsume, is a form of penance for significant mistakes. It's almost certain you'll pay the price if you get drunk and tell the boss what you think of him. And then there are the tattoos, or irizumi, which cover the entire body, often including the genitalia. These tattoos are done using a traditional, painfully slow hand-poked method with sharpened bamboo or steel. They depict symbols of power, courage, and determination, such as dragons, tigers, and koi carp. Despite their stunning artistry, these tattoos are typically hidden under clothing, revealed only during private gatherings or when they really want to impress someone at the local bathhouse. Public image and relations. Surprisingly, the Yakuza have been somewhat integrated into society. After major disasters like the 1995 Kobe earthquake and the 2011 Japan earthquake and tsunami, they were among the first to provide aid, arriving with trucks filled with supplies. This painted them as bad boys with a big heart, albeit a heart that occasionally dabbles in extortion and drug trafficking. Their relationship with the authorities is more nuanced than a simple good versus evil narrative. Historically, they have been involved in various quasi-official roles, including providing security during President Eisenhower's visit to Japan in 1960. Completely criminalizing them might drive their activities underground, making them harder to monitor. Plus, the authorities sometimes need a little muscle for jobs no one else wants to touch, like moving unwilling homeowners out of prime real estate. How do they make their money? So how do the Yakuza make their billions? It's not through bake sales, that's for sure. They rely on good old-fashioned drug trafficking, prostitution, and extortion. The drug trade is particularly lucrative, with the Yakuza importing nearly every illegal drug in Japan, from meth and marijuana to MDMA and ketamine. They also have their hands in human trafficking, bringing women from places like South America and Eastern Europe under false pretenses and forcing them into prostitution. Their brothels, disguised as massage parlors, karaoke bars, or love hotels, are highly profitable. In white-collar crime, they have perfected the art of corporate blackmail. They buy shares in a company, gain access to shareholder meetings, and then use the threat of exposing sensitive information to extort money. Legal ventures and government contracts. The Yakuza also operate a number of legal businesses, all of which are registered and pay taxes. Many construction deals go to the Yakuza, ensuring their infrastructural projects are completed quickly and to the highest quality. If an engineer fails, he might lose not only his job but his pinky as well. However, their semi-legal status took a hit with the Yamaguchi Gumi Gang War, which forced the Japanese government to take a harder stance. Stringent anti-Yakuza laws targeted their financial operations, making it harder for them to launder money and freezing their assets. As a result, their membership has reportedly declined to historic lows. Impact on society and culture. Despite this, the Yakuza's influence remains significant. Their integration into society has made them indispensable in some ways. For example, without them, cities might struggle to develop due to their involvement in construction and real estate. But their methods are far from ethical, often involving extortion and coercion. Their impact on culture is also profound. The Yakuza have a mystique about them, perpetuated by movies, manga, and news stories. Their tattoos, rituals, and code of honor evoke a sense of the old samurai ethos, adding to their allure and fear factor. So what do you think about the Yakuza's spending habits? Are they Robin Hoods of the modern era, or are they just criminals with good PR? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the Yakuza, hit that like button and subscribe to Wealthwise for more intriguing content. Thanks for watching, and stay curious.